Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have for you week 2 of my 5-week meal planning series in which I will be making 5 dinners for less than $50. This week I spent a total of $37.18 on groceries. I'll leave a link below to my meal plan with the grocery list and prep work. So when I get home, I unload my groceries and I start by prepping my meat. So I've got the pork steaks here. I just season them with some garlic powder, onion powder, seasoned salt, lemon pepper, paprika, and a drizzle of vegetable oil. And then I put them in a little Ziploc bag and I put these in the refrigerator. Next I grabbed my yellow squash, I washed them and sliced them and put those in a Ziploc bag as well and put them in the refrigerator. I then just had one onion this week, so I went ahead and just roughly chopped this onion, put it in its own bag, and put it in the refrigerator as well. And lastly, I grabbed my carrots, I peeled them, washed them, and then I took about 3/4 of the bag and I kept them in long, thin slices. And the remainder I cut into small pieces for my kids to have as snacks throughout the week. And here is how the dinners turned out. On Monday night we had pork steaks with buttered potatoes and roasted carrots. I started out with my pork steaks. They were already seasoned. I just put them in the saute pan and browned them on both sides. Meanwhile, I grabbed my carrots and I seasoned them with a sprinkling of garlic powder and parsley. Tossed them with some vegetable oil. Then I put my carrots and my pork steaks into the oven at 400 degrees. I let both of them in there for about 20 minutes and then pulled them both out. Meanwhile, my buttered potatoes I just simply washed and chopped, boiled on the stove, and then tossed with a little butter, salt, and pepper. And this was dinner for Monday night. On Tuesday night we had crunchy tacos with Spanish rice and refried beans. So my husband went ahead and made the taco meat for me out of the hamburger meat, just using taco seasoning and a little bit of tomato sauce. I made the Spanish rice, which was okay. I just added the can of diced tomatoes with chilies and a little bit of taco seasoning in my water when I was boiling the rice. Then for my refried beans, I just use a can of refried beans and sprinkle in a little cheese to mix together. And this was Taco Tuesday. On Wednesday night, we had baked chicken with mashed potatoes and green beans. For my chicken, I simply just took the leg quarters out, arranged them in this glass baking dish. I poured just a little bit of chicken broth in the dish and covered it with foil. I then baked it in the oven for 30 minutes at 400 degrees. I took off the foil after 30 minutes and then baked them an additional 10 minutes open. Meanwhile, I washed and peeled my potatoes, boiled them on the stove, and then when they're done, I like to use my mixer to whip them together with some butter, milk, salt, and pepper. My green beans are out of the can. I just strained them, and then I warmed them with a little bit of butter, seasoned salt, and pepper. And this was a delicious dinner on Wednesday night. On Thursday, we had barbecue pork with sauteed yellow squash and rice. So I just made my rice on the stovetop and sauteed my yellow squash that we had pre-cut along with some onions on the stove and then pulled those aside when they were ready. I then took my pork that was left over from Monday night. I sliced it up and added in half a bottle of barbecue sauce and just let it simmer in this pan for about 5 minutes. And this is all it took to put together Thursday night's meal. And then on Friday we had what my kids call nachos grande. It is so simple, you guys. I used the taco meat that I made extra on Tuesday night and I simply just lay out some regular tortilla chips, sprinkle over the taco meat that I reheated, then sprinkle the cheese on top, put it in the oven until the cheese is melted, and you have a very easy dinner with super easy cleanup. And this is our meals for the week. And as I mentioned before, I'll leave a link to my meal plan below that you can print out. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.